So hi there, welcome to another episode of Fact Fiend Focus, and today we're talking about side characters or plot lines that should have been the entire fucking show. Also, yes, we're drinking in this one. Yay!
So we started talking about this earlier because they're doing a John Wick spin-off, aren't they?
Yes, called The Continental is the current working title for it, and it's based on the hotel that John Wick keeps going to, the Continental. And they're even in talks like bringing a lot of the original actors from the films back, including Keanu Reeves himself, who said I will do cameos as John Wick during this show. It was showing the early years of the hotel. And the idea there is, let's just focus on the hotel and see the lives and the daily goings of the assassins that come and go, which I think is an awesome idea. So we want to expand upon that and just talk about ideas, plot lines, characters in TV shows and movies that deserve similar type spin-offs. And I'm going to kick us off with a spin-off idea from a TV show I think nobody fucking saw because it never got a second season, called Taxi Brooklyn. It's like a remake of a Luc Besson film. Basically the plot is a taxi driver is caught up in a bank heist by a guy who comes into his car to drive, and he bumps into a police officer who lose their license, and then they say, okay, because shenanigans happen, they have to team up and solve crimes together. And that's all well. The show is terrible, do not watch it, because it ends on a cliffhanger with all the main characters dying. And I don't give a fuck about the two main characters in this TV show, because there's a way better side character in the form of the taxi driver's roommate.
So seeing as it's what we're talking about, I'm assuming you think this guy deserves his own spin-off.
He does, because he's initially introduced as the main character's gay roommate, and he is portrayed in the stereotypical way you're thinking of right now. Camp, overly flamboyant, only interested in fashion. However, there is an episode where he's in it, where the main character gets attacked by someone. He comes in and helps him and saves him from being killed. And he's sat down on a couch and he says, just off the cuff, oh, the guy who attacked us, that was obviously military training. And another character asks him, how do you know what military training and tactics look like? He says, oh, I did 3 tours of Iraq. And it's never mentioned again. And they continue to focus on this shit crime fighting duo of a taxi driver and a police officer who can't drive, when you have, waiting in the wings, the gay Punisher. You have Punisher in high heels there, ready for his own fucking... I would watch that fucking show. Would you watch a show? Because when they said that, I went, okay, I want this guy to become the third character in the show. I want to become the breakout star. I want the second season to be this guy leading this team. And for you, Brad, and the people, I'm going to ask you a rhetorical question now. Would you watch a TV show about a flamboyant, openly gay man who fights crime in high heels, who is also an expert military tactician? That shit sounds like the best!
But imagine a drama set in amongst the military.
I want to be the Punisher. I want to be the Punisher in high heels. And the bit that annoys me is, after they establish this guy has got, he is a trained soldier. Do you know what happens to that character in the last episode of this show that never got a second season?
I'm guessing, seeing as you just said it, he gets killed off by...
No, he gets stabbed in the gut by an overweight Italian man and left for dead outside of a busy airport, and the last shot of him is crawling into the airport to look for help as people walk past not noticing him. That's how you're going to end the story of Gay Punisher? No. Not in my fucking book. So Brad, in that vein, maybe think of a more popular movie, something people actually saw that's right for a spin-off that never happened.
Well, I know one of the common ones in this is the opening of Wolverine Origins.
Yeah. The thing is, it wouldn't have been a better Wolverine movie, it would have been a Wolverine TV show. I will watch a TV show, because if people have not seen Wolverine Origins, the opening montage is Wolverine and Sabretooth fighting in every major war leading up to the Vietnam War. So they fight in the American Civil War, I think, World War I, World War II. And it's I would watch, a series where every episode is Wolverine and Sabretooth in a different period of history. It could be Mr. Ben. It could be Mr. Ben with Wolverine. It could be, I want to see Wolverine's globe-trotting adventures. We know he goes fucking everywhere. We know he's lived for 200 years. People think, oh, make it an action thriller. No, make it a kid's show. Make it an educational kid's show. It's so Wolverine and Sabretooth, where are we going to hear a story about next? Okay, I'm going to tell you a story of. Make it horrible histories.
So you want to turn Wolverine into season 1 of Doctor Who?
No,
the educational time traveler.
I want to turn Wolverine into horrible histories. And I want Wolverine showing us all the nitty-gritty of World War I. As he just stumbled around the battlefield, drunkenly stabbing people in the chest with his fist knives. You could turn it into anything. You could turn it into a drama. You could turn it into it could be an action show. It could be like, educational. It could be a comedy with kids. The possibilities are endless. And what do we get instead? Wolverine with dumb CGI claws punching a fire escape. Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want to see Wolverine and Sabretooth punching Nazis. No, I want to see Wolverine fighting the Blob. But sticking with the World War II theme,
Okay.
I'm gonna say the Transformers. And apparently, as recently as 3 days ago, so to date this video, the Bayformers are dead. It's like a representative from Paramount went, Bumblebee is the start of a new franchise.
Oh.
So Michael Bay's Transformers are dead, but in the last night, I think they have a throwaway scene where they show Transformers fighting during World War II. I think Anthony Hopkins said, during World War II the Transformers helped out, but they also fought against us. So in that universe, we have a movie that never got made and will now never get made of Nazi Decepticons getting curb stomped by Optimus Prime and his friends. And I want to see that movie because, what is Bumblebee, Brad, in the original comics?
A Beetle?
And the TV show? He's a Beetle.
Volkswagen Beetle.
And who made the Volkswagen Beetle?
Was it Germany?
It was Nazi Germany, yeah. Apparently, the story is Hitler wanted a car for the people, so Volkswagen made the Beetle. Something that you never see in advertising. Because why the fuck would you put... But imagine Bumblebee being the hero of a World War II, epic starring Transformers. Because then you have the car that Hitler thought would be the car of the people actively fighting against him, and the ending of the film could be Bumblebee suplexing Adolf Hitler off the Reichstag as all the Decepticons just cry. I know when they made that movie, because I think they went to the house that Winston Churchill grew up in or something like that, and they used it as a Nazi base, and they put swastikas all over it. And people complain, but you know what? Fuck it. Michael Bay has already shit over enough stuff. Let him handle World War II. Fuck it. World War II.
A time period when there were explosions.
You know what? Fuck it. Just let I want to see. You know what? Just unleash Michael Bay. Just let Michael Bay go Super Saiyan and just absolutely shit all over World War II and show him what World War II doing with Transformers involved. Because you know what? It would be a glorious clusterfuck of a movie.
Well, let's stick with World War II again.
Okay.
What about every character in Metal Gear Solid that's not the main character?
Oh yeah.
They always have a really cool backstory, but it's only usually hinted at, and you see it in the extra materials.
It's never explained, and I think I know where you're going with this, Brad. Is it the boss?
Of course, it's the boss.
The boss, the fucking boss. Fun fact: the voice actress for the boss is Diane from Family Guy, the newsreader. I think her backstory is her and the Sorrow. She was the joy, he was the sorrow, and the irony there is that the Sorrow's always seen with a smile on his face, and the boss never smiles. They fought in World War II, the Cobra unit, which includes a guy who has got photosynthetic skin and can absorb the sun to replenish his own vitality. And I want to see the sniper end in his prime, 360 no-scoping people during World War II while a parrot just spits out one-liners. While the boss invents CQC on Nazis. I want to see her. I want to see the invention of CQC.
What's the story behind the pain?
The pain? He's covered in bees.
But, there's a reason though,
No,
right?
he's just covered in bees.
We'll talk about MGS1 and Foxhound as well.
Those
Grey
guys.
Fox. Yeah.
What was Grey Fox doing this time? What was Raiden doing between Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4 when he turned into a fucking robot? It's Metal Gear Solid 2 is a guy who's going around doing cartwheel kicks to people and shooting seagulls. Metal Gear Solid 4, he's breakdancing so hard robots explode. But let's stick kind with the World War II theme and go to this. No,
through World War II.
Star Wars. The
Right.
Stormtroopers,
Yeah.
obviously a direct parallel to World War II, because they literally have soldiers in that called the Stormtroopers. But do you know that scene in Force Awakens when Kylo Ren throws an epic bitch fit and you get the two Stormtroopers who walk up and just go, nope, fuck this. Imagine for a moment that the camera didn't cut and it just followed those Stormtroopers to where they went. And what I'm now pitching for you, Brad, is a spin-off TV show that's like Cheers, that's set in the break room for Stormtroopers, where they just talk about what everyone's doing that day. So I'm now imagining entire episodes of this show that revolve around minor plot points in later films. During Kylo Ren takes his shirt off, I imagine, same way a Stormtrooper walked up and turned around, a Stormtrooper saw it and went, holy shit, guys, I've just seen Kylo Ren with his shirt off. That guy is jacked. No, he's not. No, he's not. You see, he's such a dweeb with that. No, seriously, the guy's jacked as bald. And then Kylo Ren walks in.
It'd be better if he saw him with his shirt off talking to a wall.
Yeah, it's I just saw him talking to a fucking wall.
He's not. He's so nuts, but he's so ripped.
But like,
And
imagine,
he's
like,
so wide.
then you get the guest stars. So like in those kind of TV shows, when you get the guest star, and everybody cheers when they walk in. Like Captain Phasma walks in, you get like she pauses for cheers. And you get other people like, "Way, she's here, she's here, she's here." And
She just walks straight out the door on the other side.
And then you get like you get TRA Tor in, you get Traitor in. And he comes in, he says his line, "Traitor," and everyone claps and cheers. And he pauses for applause. He just mugs for the audience.
Like, if you said it through different periods, like you could do the clone one.
Yes.
So imagine how many jokes you could have about a bunch of clones who are all the same.
Yeah.
Because obviously they don't show any personality during the fight, but they must all have the same one.
Yeah.
So one of them's like, "Man, I really fancy crab cakes," and I was like, "I fancy
do
crab
too.
cakes too." And then everyone in the room's like, "We all fancy crab cakes."
And then it's like, oh, that could be that each season could be a different era of Star Wars. And like you could have like the Stormtrooper era during like Darth Vader's time. Because I want to know the Stormtroopers who watched Darth Vader stumbling around when he was first getting used to his armor.
Oh, we've mentioned this before.
Because Darth Vader, like, I think Red Letter Media made a joke about it. Like,
Yeah.
if you're a Stormtrooper and you're walking and Darth Vader falls over, what do you do? Do you help him? Or
Yeah,
do you just
do you
walk
help him
off?
up or do you wait? Like, because if you walk past, he might be like, "You fucking prick." But if you try and help him up, he might, "I'm the Dark Lord. You don't help me up."
I don't need your help. You could have like episodes where they're just like shit talking Darth Vader. Like, he's right behind me, isn't he? Like, no, actually, he's in front of you. Disney executives, I know you're watching, and I know you want to like, milk Star Wars for what it's worth. Make a Cheers style comedy of just stormtroopers just chatting shit about other people in the Star Wars universe. I think that would be great.
Can you imagine just after episode 5 when Vader's just cut Luke's hand off?
Yeah.
And he walks into the bar for a drink. Like, he doesn't drink, but he walks into the bar for a drink and they're all silent like, is he alright? Do we talk to him? Do we talk to Vader?
And then you get like the one drunken stormtrooper who goes up and tries to be overly friendly with him, and Darth Vader just force chokes him across
Puts an
the
arm
room.
over his shoulder.
Let's just cut it there and throw it open to the audience. Just like, what side plots, characters, or like minor details do you want to see spun off into their own thing? Because I now want to go discuss the idea of stormtroopers just chatting shit about Darth Vader for another 10 minutes. Let's go.